welcome back to the career platform. I am Anuradha, your maths teacher. Here in this video I will cover exercise 3.5 of class 6 chapter number 3rd. Okay, so we are doing NCERT solutions, right? So which of the following statements are true? That is the question number 1. So which is true and false, we have to explain it. If number A part is, if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. If a number is divisible by 3, let's say 12. Okay, it is divisible by 3, so it must be divisible by 9. No, 9 is not 12 is not divisible by 9. So it is not essential that if it is divisible by 3, so it will divisible by 9. So it is false. Number second is, if a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. So let's say table of 9, 9 2s are 18. Okay, 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36. Okay, 9 5s are 45. So all is divisible by 3. So which is the multiple of 9? Means that which number is divisible by 9, that can be divisible by 3, but which is divisible by 3 can't be divisible. It is not essential that it is divisible by 9. It may or may not. Okay, so this statement is false and this statement is true. Understood? Number C is, a number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. Okay, so let's see here. If I will see 30 is a number. Okay, so it is divisible by 3 also. We know that 3 into 10 is 30 and 6 into 5, 6 5s are 30. So both are divisible by 30, but it can be by 18. No, 18 is not divisible by 30. Okay, so this statement is false. You can take another example, that if I have the number 36. Okay, so 36 is divisible by both 3 and 6. Okay, divisible by both 3 and 6 and also 18. So which is the numbers which are coming in the multiple of 18? It can be divisible by 3 and 6, but which is the, it is not necessary, understood up till here, that if it is 36, 54 like this, this is the table of 18. Okay, that is the multiple of 18. So the multiple of 18 can be the divisible by, it can be divisible by 3 and 6. Okay, but if it is divisible by 3 and 6, means the multiple of 3 and 6, it may or may not be divisible by 18. So it is not essential that it can be divisible by 18. Okay, so this statement is false. Understood? Number D, if a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Yes, the table, in the table of 9 and 10, so 9 10s are 90, so it can be divisible by 90. So this is true. Number E part is, if two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them is prime. It is saying that for the numbers to be co-prime, so at least one of the numbers should be prime. So it is not essential that one of the number is prime. Let's see one example, that I am taking 18 and 35. So we know that 1 factors of 18 is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. This is the factor of 18, and 35, 1, 5, 7, 35. So here which is the common? 1 is a common. So for the co-prime, we know that the common factor of both the numbers will be 1. Okay, then only 18 and 35 are co-prime because their common factor is 1. Okay, so here you can see that 18 and 35 are not prime. Okay, so it is not essential that at least one of them is prime. So this statement is false. Now see students, here F part, all numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. So we can see that 12, I am taking 12 as example. So 12 is divisible by 4. It is divisible by 4 but not divisible by 8. Okay, in the table of 8 it will not come the 12. Okay, so here it is false. Number G part, all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. So we know that 2 into 4 equal to 8. So the multiple of 8. Okay, so multiple of 8, it is divisible by 2 and 4 both. So here it is true. Number H part, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. Okay, so here I am taking here 8 plus 4. Okay, 8 plus 4 is 12. If you can see that it can divide 8 plus 4 equal to 12. Okay, it can be divided by 2 by all 3. That is the question, that if a number exactly divides two numbers, so means 2 is divided by 8, 4 is divided by 2, and so it must exactly divide their sum. It can be exactly divide their sum. So this is true. And I part is the opposite. If a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. So you can see that 12 is the answer. I can write 7 plus 5 also. Okay, so 7 plus 5, if I divide by 2 separately, it can't be divided, but it can divide 12. So this is false statement. So that is the question number 1. Okay students, let's see question number 2. Here it is given some factor tree for 60. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to fill this question mark with the number, with the prime number. Okay, so how you draw this factor tree? 60, we know that 6 into 10 is 60. So this is 6 and this is 10. Okay, and multiple of 6 is 2 3s are 6. So question mark is replaced by 3 here, and 10 is the multiple of 5 2s are 10. So this question mark is replaced by 2. So that is the answer for this. Okay, so the last should be how the factor tree ends. Factor tree ends with the prime number. So 2 3 5 2 are the prime numbers. Okay, now come to the B part. This is one factor tree, this is another factor tree. Okay, so I can write 60 as 6 into 10 or 30 into 2. So this question mark is replaced by 2. Okay, so 32 is a 60. Now this is 30, this is not a prime number, so I will take the multiple of 30, means here it is written 10. So I will replace this question mark by 3. 10 3 is a 30. Okay, so 3 is the prime number. Now it will not extend. Now come here, 10 is not the prime number, so it will extend this tree. 10 is the multiple of 2 5s are 10, right? So this question mark is replaced by 2 and 5. 2 5 3 2 are prime numbers. So this is the complete factor tree of 60. Let's see question number 3, students. Here, what is the question? Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? Let's see 18. If we write the factors of 18, what is the factor here? 1, 2, 3, 6 and 18. These are the factors of 18. If we do prime factorization, okay, prime factorization is like this. Prime factorization, we will divide this number by only prime numbers, that is the prime factorization. So here this last digit is 8, so 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So here 1 is not included in the prime factorization also. So here the factors of 18 in the prime factorization will be 2 into 3 into 3, that is all are prime numbers. So here it is written which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number. 18 is the composite number, right? So here the number itself is not included here. Okay, so here the answer is the number itself is not included. So that is the answer for question number 3. Okay students, let's see question number 4 here. What is the question number 4? Write the greatest 4-digit number. Okay, so greatest 4-digit number is 9999, 4 times. Okay, that is the greatest number, and express it in terms of its prime factors. So we will do the factor tree, okay, for that. So this is the factor tree for this. I can write here 9, okay, 9 into 4 ones, okay, that is the 4 9s, right? I can split it 3 3s are 9, and this will to 11 into 101. So all are prime numbers, you can see. After that it can't be it can be extend, it can't be extend. Okay, so this all are prime numbers. So this is the solution for 4. Okay students, let's see question number 5, that is the next question. We have to write the smallest 5-digit number. So smallest 5-digit number is 4 zeros, right? So and express it in terms of its prime factors. So for prime factors we will do factor tree here. This can be 4 into 2500. We know that 25 4s are 100 and 2 zeros extra. So 2 zeros add, put it out here. 4 is the multiple of 2 2s are 4. This is a factor tree. Now I can write as 25 into 100 is 2500, right? Okay, and 25 is 5 5s are 25. This is the factor tree. Now I will not extend this because it is the prime number. It is also a prime number. Now 100 is 10 into 10. 10 tens are 100. Now extend 10 as the multiple of 2 and 5. 2 5s are 10 here, and here also 2 5s are 10. So like this, these are the factors 2 2 5 5 2 5 2 5. These are the prime factors by the factor tree. Okay students, here we have to find the prime factor of this number 1729, and we have to state the relation, if any, between the two consecutive prime factors of this number. So let's do the prime factorization for 1729. It will not go by 2. Then we check for 3. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So it is not go by 3 also, not by 5. So we will do by 7 here. 7 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. So here 7 2s are 14. Okay, here 5 6 7 3 32. 7 4s are 28, 29 30 31 32. I am getting 49 here. So 7 7s are 49. Now it can go by 7. Let's check. It will not go by 7. Where 7 2s are 7 3s are 21. So 37 is coming. It will not go by 7. So now I will check by 13. Okay, 13 ones are 13. So 24 minus 13 is 11, 117. So 13 9s are 117. Okay, 13 9s are 117 and 19 ones are 19. So these are the prime factors for 1729. This is the solution. These are the prime factors for 1729. 7 into 13 into 19 is the prime factor of 1729. Okay students, so we have to state the relation between these two prime numbers. So 13 minus 7, you can see that it is 6, and 19 minus 13 is equal to 6. Hence the difference between two consecutive prime factors is 6. You can see that the difference between the two consecutive prime factor is 6. So this is the relation for that. So I hope you understood up till here. In the next video I will cover rest of the question of exercise 3.5. So please like, share, comment and subscribe this channel. Thank you and have a nice day.